A Nobel Prize winning psychologist at Princeton spent his entire career mapping the two minds inside your head. He called them System 1 and System 2. Almost everything you did today was in the System 1, the fast, the automatic, the unconsidered. The 7 mindful questions live in the gap between the two. The Germans have a word for the gap, Augenblick. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Lisa, and this is science-backed, soul-supported Day 2 of Week 4, Don't Miss Your Life. Yesterday we opened with Bronnie Ware and the dying. Today we get after the mechanism, how life actually gets missed in real time. Yesterday we opened Week 4 with Bronnie Ware and the haunting truth that the number one regret at the end of life is the missed life, the one lived for someone else. Today we go after the mechanism. How does life actually get missed? The answer comes from one of the most important minds in modern psychology, Daniel Kahneman, professor at Princeton, who won the Nobel Prize in Economics in 2002 for his work that was almost entirely psychological. His book, Thinking Fast and Slow, I have a copy of this, has now sold more than 10 million copies. It is one of the most cited works in behavioral science. And its central idea is shockingly simple. You have two minds, not metaphorically, but functionally. Dr. Kahneman called them System 1 and System 2. System 1 is the fast, automatic, effortless, pattern matching. It reads the emotions on a face and swerves the car to avoid the deer, finishes your spouse's sentence, judges whether the room is safe, and most importantly, runs almost everything you did today. Now, System 2 is much slower. It's deliberate and it's effortful. It's the mind you use to calculate 17 times 43, to weigh a moral decision, to write that careful email or thank you note. It's brilliant. It's also lazy. It only shows up when System 1 calls it in, like, hey, buddy, let's go. Kahneman's research, replicated across decades, shows that System 1 runs the vast majority of daily life. And, most of life's on autopilot, and, that most of life on System 1 on cruise control. And that's how your life gets missed. Not in big dramatic moments. It's in thousands of these little micro moments where System 1 ran the show and System 2 never even noticed. You answered the email reflexively. You snapped at your partner from a tired script. You are the second helping without tasting the first. You said yes to the favor before you thought about it. You scrolled for 40 minutes and can't remember a single thing you saw. Now here's where the framework lives. The 7 mindful questions are System 2 on demand. They're deliberate, and they're a deliberate interruption of System 1. The aware, because, care, pause, and breathe, choose that better alternative. Each question is a small flag in the ground that says, System 2, wake up. Look at what System 1 is doing and make a real choice. And here's the language I love for this. The Germans have a word, Augenblick. It's pronounced Augenblick, and it's written Augenblick. That translates roughly to everything can change in the blink of an eye. But the deeper meaning is that small holy pause in which everything can change. Philosophers and theologians have used the word for centuries to describe the moment of decision, the moment of recognition, and the moment when life pivots. Augenblick is the gap that Kahneman wrote about. Augenblick is where System 2 finally answers the call. Augenblick is where the 7 mindful questions actually run. The whole staircase fits inside Augenblick. ABC, pause and breathe. CBA, 3 steps down, 1 breath at the bottom, 3 steps back up. in 90 seconds, sometimes a lot less, like 9. Long enough to ask the question, short enough to do it before the meeting starts. This is the gift of week 4. The framework stops being homework and starts being a portable, repeatable, free Augenblick that you can install in the middle of the day, any choice, any moment. I mean, really, the 7 mindful questions are so applicable to bringing you back into that moment, the present moment. The science says System 1 will keep running, but the art says System 2 can interrupt it. The practice says the questions are the interruption. Now, here's your challenge for today. Do this 3 times, not once, but 3 times. When you notice yourself on autopilot, hit the Augenblick. Stop for the smallest pause and ask one question. Just the first question. What am I doing right now? And let System 2 answer. Notice that the day didn't end. The world didn't collapse. You just got 9 seconds of your life back. Now multiply that by a week. Multiply that by a year. That's the math of not missing your life. The Power of 7 workshop is where we install Augenblick as a habit in real time. The community, we're all walking the same staircase. It's 4 Wednesdays starting June 10th, which is 15 days from today. The workshop link is in the description. If this video gave you a new word, hit like, drop a comment. I read every single one. And share with someone who might be on autopilot in their life. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much to all my subscribers, and I'll see you tomorrow.